So I decided to give my son $100,000.
Omar, I decided to give you $100,000. There go 500 right there to get you started.
Now there is a catch. I'm not actually giving it to him all right now. I'm going to give it to him when he turned 21.
Actually, you making it rain. Stop making it rain. Actually, I get to see you when you turn 21. Thank you. Hasta luego.
Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky.
Welcome back, beautiful people. I'm Lando, Success, your favorite motivational teacher. The goal is whenever you come to my channel to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. But I do have one housekeeping rule, and that is for you to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, press it, and hit the bell notification button so you can be up to date whenever I release new videos, which is just about every day at this point. So the first thing, let's talk about the reason. Why am I giving my son $100,000 and why I'm doing it at 21, why I'm not doing it at 18 versus 25? The way I look at it is when I was younger and when I was 18, I would have completely blew $100,000 real quick. But I didn't have the guidance and the financial acumen of somebody basically teaching me the game on how to start a business, how to handle finances, if I should go to college, which type of program should I actually choose. So I realized with my son having me as a guide, by the time he turned 21, he should be educated enough to know if he want to go to college or if he want to start his own business. You want to go to college, son? Here go the money. If you want to start your own business, here go the money. Anyone is actually good with me, but giving it to him at 18 is not going to necessarily work. We're going to do this at 21. More stipulations in between it, but I'm actually going to show you in this video how you can do the exact same thing even if you don't have kids, or even if you already have kids that's up to the age of 10. We're going to have a solution for you in this video. And this is a sponsored video by Moomoo, but we'll circle the block on Moomoo later. So the first thing you want to do is learn the numbers. You want to know how much money do you need to have invested to be able to get to this $100,000. So right here, we're going to use a compound interest calculator. Our initial investment, we're going to say $0. Our monthly contribution, how much money am I going to put in to invest in my son's future? Right now, we're going to do $200 a month. Now, since my son is 2, we're going to round it up and say he is 3 years old. So I actually have 18 years to invest, because let's say I'm starting late. Now, we're going to do the estimate interest rate at 10%, meaning we make over 10% with our money every single year. And we're going to do our compound frequency is going to be every year. And once we calculate that, we're going to come with $109,000. I know that sounds crazy, but let me actually break this down to you so you can fully understand it. So look, year 0, we have no money, right? Year 1, we have $2,400 because we put in $200 a month, which equal $2,400. Year 2, at the bottom, you see it say the $4,800, but at the top, it say the $5,040. We didn't make that much money with our 10%, but we're still going to keep on doing it. Year 3, didn't make that much money. Year 4, didn't make that much money. Now let's look all the way up to year 18. You put in only $43,200, but you have obtained over $109,000. My beautiful friends, this is called the power of compound interest. I know some of you guys gonna say, Orlando,
how can I make 10% on my money when the stock market is crashing? Oh no.
We're gonna talk about that later. So let's just keep on going to the numbers for right now. So this is number 2. This is for somebody that literally don't have a kid yet. You don't get no kid, you're watching this, you're younger, but Orlando is giving you the game. So when you do have kids, you'll already have the blueprint on what you need to do. Monthly contributions, $150 a month. The length we're doing for 21 years, and we're doing the estimated interest rates 10%. And look at that. We have room to spare. $115,000. You can go lower and still get over $100,000, but we're just literally doing this with $150. Now you know the numbers. Let's say if you only make 5% on your money, you're still over $60,000 or close to it. But when you invest how I invest, you don't got to worry about that. Let's do the last person. The last person is Orlando. Nobody didn't teach me this, and I already have a kid that is 10 years old. What do I need to do? Am I out of this equation? No, you're not, because everybody gets this money by hitting the like button and the subscribe button. All right, so since you already got a kid, you got to put a bigger lump sum down. You're starting off with $1,000. When your taxes come in or you put some money to the side for the paycheck, we're starting with $1,000 off the rip. Now you got to invest more money. You got to invest $500 a month, because if your kid is 10, you have 11 years before they're 21. Bam, we're going to do 11 years, 10%, and look at us. We are still over $114,000. And the second thing you are wondering is where to invest my money. All right, Orlando, we got the numbers, but now which platform are we going to use? First, we're going to talk about our sponsor today, which is Moomoo. Shout out to Moomoo. Right now, they're doing a promotion where you can get up to 15 free stocks. All you have to do is sign up with the link in the bio or pinned to the top of the comments. Put $100 in, you're going to get 5 free stocks. Put $2,000 in, you're going to get 10 more free stocks. This is a company I use whenever I want to see what's going on with the market. Which companies are hot, which ones are cold, which companies I should probably invest in and have an earning report coming in. You can find out all of that with Moomoo, and let me know in the comments which free stock you actually get. Now, actually, before I get started on that part, I want to show y'all the Dow Jones historic chart, meaning how much money are people making every single year, because you know this year is a terrible year. Everything's down. Nobody's making any money. If you look at it this year, we are down 19%. But if you look at it last year, 18%. The year before, 7%. If you just take these 2 years, we probably had 11, 12%. Then the year before, 22%. You take the average, now we probably at 17%. Boom, down 5%. Now we probably at like 9%. So you see, on average, we're going to average around 10% if you just invested in the Dow Jones alone. I'm going to show you at the end of the video the 3 options that's been making historically over 10%, and I believe that they will moving forward in the future. So the company I use is Vanguard. I got my son a Vanguard UTMA account. Now, when you want to set your kid up for one of these type of accounts, there are going to be tons of different options. I'm just going to give you guys the quick 1-minute pitch. Mainly, since I'm an entrepreneur, my son possibly might not want to go to college. You have some accounts that you can do the exact same thing, but you have to primarily use that money towards school. What if your kid don't want to go to school? Then you wasted that money, you wasted that time. I want it where my kid have the option to use the money whatever they want. You have to give it to them between 18 and 25. That's why I actually chose 21. It's a lot of different tax advantages, lots of other advantages. If you want me to do a video breaking down the advantages and why I chose it, let me know in the comments and I would do more about that. Now, the third thing and the most important is what to invest in, Orlando. Should I invest in Tesla? Should I invest in Apple? Disney, something I like, not like? Should I invest in mutual funds? Everything gets confusing. I'm going to give you 3 companies that I actually invest in, my mentor invests in, most people in the world actually invest in. The first company I'm going to talk about is QQQ. Is an ETF. It's an umbrella of companies. Instead of investing in just Tesla, you're investing in Tesla, you're investing in Apple, you're investing in a lot of different options all in one. So let's look at this. This last year has been bad, down 24%. But if you look 3-year average, it's 12%. 5-year average is 13%. 10-year average is 15%. 15-year average, 12. Now you got to think in between you had a lot of crazy bad years like we're having now, but on average, we are more than likely are going to get over 10%. We're going to have exceptional years, but overall, we're going to stay in the green long term and average about 10%. That's the first one you should invest in because this is all the NASDAQ tech type of companies. The second one is the S&P 500. Everybody know what the S&P 500 is. If not, that's the top 500 companies in the world you are basically investing in. You look at their historic returns. You see this year is terrible. So that means this is the perfect time to get in since it's actually a bad year. 26%, 16, 28. Look at those 3 years, crazy. 6%, 19, 9, barely down. You just see how it go And the last one is IYH. It is another ETF that mirrors healthcare. Most people don't understand healthcare is always going to be around. You look last year, 23%, 15, 25, 22, down only 2%. Look at this in 13, 41%. So you want to be very much well-rounded when it comes down to investing and exactly where to put your money at. So yes, Omar, you will receive $100,000. Actually, I hope he don't see this video, because if he know he's going to get $100,000, we will see how that actually work out. If you guys have any questions for me, I do have a Patreon where you can ask questions. You can see exactly what I'm investing in before I do videos about them. If I do videos about them, my Patreon members always get first come, first serve, because they pay to play. I'm Lando Success. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'm out.